I'm asking this because of the very public fallout between the Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling and one of its biggest stars, Emma Watson, who played Hermione Granger in the 8 films, who recently said that despite their different opinions on the issue of gender identity, she still loves J.K. Rowling and refuses to cancel her out. But J.K. Rowling has finally spoken, and she's pretty much hit out at Emma, who was cast in the Harry Potter films in 1999 when she was only 9 years old. And what J.K. has said is this: like other people who've never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life, she's ignorant of how ignorant she is. Now, obviously, these two do disagree over an issue that they both consider extremely important. So is it possible to be friendly with somebody whose views you really do disagree with? I'll start with you on this, Suzanne. What do you think?
Well, I'd certainly have no friends if they didn't stick around through my change of being sober and vegan, because not a lot of people agree with that. But I think there's a big thing of this cancel culture at the moment, and we are cancelling people we don't agree with far too easily, and we're just going to end up living in echo chambers of just surrounding ourselves with like-minded people who never want to disagree. I think you need to have people in your life you don't disagree with, you disagree with. And I think it's really important for your perspective and being able to try and see things from different perspectives.
When you did become sober and vegan, did some friends fall by the wayside who didn't support you?
Yeah, and I have lost friends over
Really?
that. Yeah, absolutely. And that's been really hard to understand why that happened. But at the same time, and maybe it might have been I was quite passionate about it to begin with, and I talked about it a lot, and that can get on people's nerves. But I hope now that I'm in a situation where we can just all be friends and understand that we agree to disagree on some things.
Yeah. What about you, Sam? Because, I mean, some issues are so important that you think, well, God, if you really think that, I'm not sure I really want to break bread with you or hang out with you. Or can you get through that?
Well, I'm sober and vegetarian, so you've got a right laugh panel today,
God,
haven't
you
you?
too,
What a party!
I'm not, and neither am I. Yeah.
I got a friend who is very much none of those things, and he's quite politically different. And I'll go for lunch with him. He's my oldest mate. We go for lunch once a week, and we usually have lunch in a pub. So I've got no problem going to a pub. And I'll have a veggie burger and a Coke, and he'll have several pints of beer and a steak. And past about the third or fourth pint of beer, he will start trying to wind me up with political opinions that he knows I will object to. And I don't really mind, because I get up and just leave politely at that stage of the drinking. And I've always thought, well, I get a lot out of this friendship in other ways, and that's such a small part of it, I can put it to one side. However, I have before sort of just drifted apart from people, because sometimes if they have political opinions that are very, very opposed to yours, it says something about their values as humans, and that will spill into just your personal life.
Yes. So
when it comes down to things like splitting the bill, to be honest, their voting intention can usually tell me what their attitude's going to be to the bill in the restaurant, put it that way.
And what about you, Nicola?
Well, I drink fizz and eat burgers, so you know, just so you know, I'm the fun one, guys. I'm the fun one. But it all depends. I mean, if it's just a difference of opinion on a bit of parenting, or what TV show you want to watch at night, absolutely, I could get over it. But I am so opinionated, and I really do love a good debate, and I actually am very comfortable in conflict, so I enjoy an argument. So I would argue the point quite a lot, and probably would end up falling out with a lot of people, if I'm honest.
I mean, have you ever thought, if you really think that, then I can't stand you. I can't believe you think that. This is not a nice thing to think. And even if actually, you really make a good pavlova, and, I've known you for years, the fact that you think that means I don't really feel comfortable being your pal. I can't really see myself liking someone who thinks that stuff.
I was on the phone to a friend, I hope she's not watching, and she was talking about whether paracetamol causes autism in children, and obviously I don't agree with that, and she said she did agree with it, and I thought, I've got to get off the phone, because I'm going to say some really bad things here. So I just got off the phone, and my husband was like, that was abrupt, and I was like, well, I felt like that was the better option, to just be abrupt and get off the phone.
And actually, I think, talking about this, we all immediately think it must be something political, but actually, if people say something critical about your parenting, that can be or something unpleasant maybe about your children or something or other, that can really get to you, and you just think, oh, come on, that's not friendly, it's not nice, is it?
But I think the biggest disagreements as well come from family, who you can't really disown. I mean, a lot of the time, like, I will disagree on my parents' political beliefs, and they're big issues where your values will cross over, and they're your parents. And so I do think, like, where do you draw the line? Because there are some conversations I think you just have to leave to one side to be able to move forward for the sake of that relationship.
I know what I do. I say I have to talk about this at work, so I definitely don't want to talk about this
Good
to
idea.
you.
Yeah.
And try and just shut it down as quickly as before it gets all heated. Let's go to Laura, who's on the line in Durham. Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Hi. Can you carry on being friends if you really disagree with your friends' opinions?
Totally. I met Steve in 1989 when he came onto my ward. We're both nurses.
Yeah.
We both had the same sense of humour, and we used to have a really great time. Our political views are completely different, but we're both kind people. We both care for people, and we both have a great sense of humour. Steve died at the end of July, and it makes you really reflect on things. And I would hate it to have missed out on the life that we had together just because of some daft political view.
Oh, what a great tribute to pay to him, Laura. Thank you so much for ringing. Let's go to Carol in Surrey. Carol, you've got a friend you disagree with on practically everything.
Everything. I've known her for 15 years, and we disagree on practically everything. Religion, I have a faith, she is an atheist. On politics, she was Brexit, I was Remain. Right. She liked Boris, I didn't. We are different, we look differently. She's 4'11", I'm 5'9". I like sport. I play bridge. She doesn't.
Tell me the bit that you've got in common. Carol, where's the bit that you meet and you really like each other? Where's that bit?
Well, she is the kindest girl I've ever met. She would do anything for you, and I know she'd always be there for me. So, and I love her, and I think she feels the same about me. So, you know, our friendship goes on, and we love each other.
Oh, what a fabulous call.
gorgeous.
I mean, I suppose that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you love someone, you love them, whatever they think. That's unconditional love.